Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conspiracy. Today we're on tier 6 of the Cryptid Iceberg. Not much more to go after this one, so I hope you guys are buckled in, ready to go. Also, this is like kind of a reminder, this is just kind of like a quick touch on each cryptid, not necessarily the whole story. In some cases it is the whole story because there's not a lot to go on, but if you do see a cryptid that you're interested in and would like to learn more, I would recommend looking it up, because again, these are just quick touch points so that the videos aren't 6 hours long. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Let's get into it. In 1963, 4 British teenagers saw a UFO land in a nearby forest, and the thing that came out of the UFO was a bizarre bat-like beast. Known as the Bat Beast of Kent, they described it as a quasi-humanoid figure that looked like a headless bat, about 5 feet tall, with large webbed feet and wings from its back. The California fetus is a weird carcass that was found in November 2015 in Los Angeles, California. I uploaded this one out as well, kind of like I did with the mutant muppet back in tier 5, and trust me, it's for your own good. The picture is disgusting, but if you are really curious, you can look it up. The creature appears bipedal, as it has 2 long legs that have hoof-like stumps. It's pink and appears to be shiny as if it's wet. It looks like it has a long neck. However, that could be where 2 missing limbs are from. It also has a round head. It looks like a deformed pig fetus to me, but it can't be confirmed what it is. The Moores Beach monster was a carcass discovered in 1925 on Moores Beach in California. Moores Beach is now Natural Bridges State Beach, so that's why you can't find Moores Beach if you look it up in California. It was described as having a large head with a beak-like mouth and tiny eyes. Some even described it as having fur, elephant skin, feathers, legs, and even toenails. It really just goes to show that eyewitnesses can be unreliable, especially after time has passed. Anyway, they eventually took the skull, and the DNA matched that of a Baird's beaked whale. Sorry to be the one breaking this news to you. The Solway Firth spaceman is actually a little too low on this iceberg in my opinion, because it's something that I was already pretty familiar with and is pretty mainstream. This is the photograph that had the world abuzz in 1964. It looks pretty good, right? The picture is of a man's 5-year-old daughter on a day trip. The man took 3 pictures of his daughter in this pose, and the middle one had this spaceman in it. The most accepted explanation is that it's actually a woman facing away from the child with her arm on her hip. Viewfinders on cameras back in the day didn't really let you see the whole picture, only 70% of it about, so it is very possible. The PARQUE FORESTAL alien is a supposed alien sighting in 2004 in Chile. You can kind of see it here in this picture. I put a circle around it, so hopefully that helps. German Peraria was the photographer of this photo. He was taking a few pictures of state police on horseback, and after reviewing the photos, he noticed the small figure. Okay, this one's crazy. This one is absolutely crazy. So Jeff the Talking Mongoose is a mongoose that can supposedly talk. In September of 1931, the Irving family claimed that they heard like scratching and rustling and vocal noises behind their farmhouse. When they went and investigated, a creature that called itself Jeff introduced itself as a mongoose born in New Delhi, India in 1852. The large Antarctic sea mammal was a creature reported by a Japanese ship in 1958 in Antarctica. The captain of the ship described the creature as an Antarctic Godzilla. I'm sure that has nothing to do with Godzilla being a huge Japanese success right around 1958. The black demon, also known as the black demon shark, is an enormous black shark said to live off the coast of Mexico's Baja California peninsula. In recent years, there have been numerous sightings, primarily from local fishermen. The creature is supposedly 20 to 60 feet long and resembles a great white shark, but with a dark skin color and a larger tail. The Ahuizotl is a legendary creature from Aztec mythology. It is said that he would lure people to their deaths. It's a water possum which possesses dexterous hands like a monkey. Hernan Cortez reported to the king that one of his men was killed by one. Selma is a lake monster near Telemark, Norway in Lake this, which is a 12-mile long and a 1.5 mile wide body of water. Reports go back as far as the 1750s of a large reptilian creature living in the lake. See this? See this picture? This is why I'm scared of the ocean. Like, if I encounter this thing and I'm out there, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I'm on a boat. I'm dead. In Caucasian folklore, an Almas is a deity said to inhabit the Caucasus Mountains, the Tian Shan and Pamir Mountains in China, as well as the Altai Mountains in Mongolia. It's described as having a flat face like that of a human and would often walk on 2 legs. Its body was covered with a thick black fur and its feet had enormous claws. It had great strength, and not only were hunters afraid of attacking it, but inhabitants actually would remove their habitations from parts of the countries which this creature visited. The Mapingari is a Brazilian creature who was once an Amazonian shaman who discovered the key to immortality thousands of years ago. With the discovery, he angered the gods, who severely punished him by transforming him into a wandering hairy beast for the rest of his immortal life. The GRECIAN dolphin is a mutated dolphin-like animal sighted twice off of the coast of Greece by tourists. This picture was posted on Twitter and caused some stir among the cryptozoology community. The Sakhalin Island seawolf is a corpse that was found by Russian soldiers at the Sakhalin shoreline. The shoreline is situated near Japan and is the easternmost part of Russia, about 5,000 miles away from Moscow. The creature was eventually identified as a beluga whale carcass, so again, I hate to be the one breaking this bad news to you, but someone's got to do it. The Thames River monster is a giant serpent-like creature that was sighted in Greenwich near the O2 Arena. It's said to be anywhere from 30 to 170 feet in length, so they're probably just seeing multiple creatures. It's also often compared to the Loch Ness Monster. You can actually see it here. Someone took a photo of it, supposedly. This next one's really cool. It's the man from Taured, and it's exactly what it sounds like. He's a man from the country of Taured. What country of Taured, I hear you asking through this screen? That's where the mystery comes into play. The country doesn't exist. He showed up at an airport, and when officials told him that Taured didn't exist, he got confused and showed them his passport. His Taured passport had visa stamps from previous trips to Japan, as well as other countries. When custom officials showed him a world map, he pointed to a tiny country called Andorra, which is actually super tiny. It's actually between Spain and France. So that little line right there is a little tiny country right there called Andorra. When he saw that the map said Andorra, he became irate and said that Andorra didn't exist and that is where Taured should be. He was escorted to a secure room and the room was locked. When security officials came in to question him, he was gone. The Kushtaka are mythical shape-shifting creatures. They are capable of assuming human form and the form of an otter. These are the only 2 that have been seen, but it's said that it could take other forms. It's also said that these creatures can be warded off through copper, urine, dogs, and fire. The Dark Watchers are a group of mysterious dark human-like creatures who stand on hills, ridges, and peaks in the Santa Lucia Mountains of California. They supposedly watch those who wander into the mountains but are not aggressive. They're usually spotted around dusk and appear to be a spirit of some sort. However, the origins are currently unknown. In Hawaiian mythology, Night Marchers are the deadly ghosts of ancient Hawaiian warriors. They are the vanguard for a sacred king, and that is all the information on Night Marchers. In Idaho is a spot called the Massacre Rocks. When Native Americans ruled the area, there was a severe famine. It was so bad that the villagers got together and decided that they couldn't keep feeding the new mouths. So as babies were being born, their mothers were forced to take them down to the nearby river and drown them. These babies are said to haunt the area and are known as the water babies of Massacre Rock. This also happened in part of Utah Lake, where the Ute Indians have a similar story. Water elephants are semi-aquatic relatives of the African elephant. The water elephant is described as an oddly shaped, tuskless elephant that lives most of its life in deep, murky water. The green-clawed beast is rumored to live in the Ohio River near Indiana. So while it's not in the state of Ohio, it's in the Ohio River, so I think we can count it. On August 14th, 1955, an unseen claw-like hand grabbed Naomi Johnson and pulled her beneath the water. Her friend saw from her inner tube and went to rescue Naomi. The arm let go and then grabbed the girl again. The attack stopped once the inner tube was over the hand. A short while later, a man claiming to be an Air Force colonel came to the Johnsons' house and told them to never speak of the incident. Alright, that's Tier 6. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you on Tier 7 in about 2 weeks. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch you in the next one.